Hi there, CJ Singer. Haldwani, how are you? Namaste. A little bit dark here. There's no power at this time, you know? There's mobile data. How are you? Fine, namaste. Oh, sabraji kushi haro. Oh, Haldwani mein tumar jindagi khos haro, sab theek thak chu. Lador varigo, lador. Ki khahalo aaj. Hoy मैं मगन छू मगन मैं मगन छू दामन नेपाल में होय होय मेरो परिवार नाम नाम छू खच खच किच किच केही ना आज की खा लो आज ओ सीजे आज की खा लो आज उत्तराखंड में पाऊंगा साग No, I don't live stream from my room. I don't live stream from my room. I have a small Wi-Fi device, dongle, but the Wi-Fi tower is long distance from here. Not good for me with Wi-Fi device live streaming from my room, not good. And from the room also mobile data, not good, you know? Only in the market here in a Wi-Fi zone. Hi there, Daisy, how are you? Namaste. We're going on mobile data at the moment. How is the picture? How is the picture? How is the audio? Please tell me. There's no power at the moment, no Wi-Fi. And probably the picture's a little bit dark, is it? Hey, wow. Video not clear. All right, the power has just come, so I'll switch over to Wi-Fi. All right. Beto, kahimat jana, huh? Yeah. Oh, maybe you can see me. Can you hear me? I'm not. There's no Wi-Fi at the moment. No power. No. I'm not sure what's happening. I don't have any. No messages on the bottom of the screen. No messages. No messages on the bottom of the screen at the moment. What's happening? Maybe you can see me. Can you hear me? This is Pahadi David, YouTube channel. Yeah, we have a connectivity problem at this time. Is your Wi-Fi turned on?
No, not.
I think just 50%. I'm trying with.
Not working.
Not working.
Not
Oh, I
working.
see.
Not working.
Uh-huh. I'm using mobile data, but can you see me? Can you hear me? I have no messages on the bottom of the screen. This is the first time since 2 weeks this is happening, you know? No power. No power. No power. No power. Hi, Pat. Hi, Pat. How are you? No audio, no audio, no sound. Uh, no power, no Wi-Fi. No power, no Wi-Fi. This is mobile data. Uh, what to do, where to go? This is the first time in 2 weeks I had this problem, you know? First time. Possibly rain related, possibly rain related. That the power here in Dharma, Nepal, the power today has come and gone, come and gone. We had some very, very, very heavy, super heavy rain yesterday. The true arrival of the monsoon, you know? Where to go, what to do. Oh well, Pat, I'll just keep looking at the wall and keep killing flies, yeah? 6 viewers and 4 likes. Oh well, something's moving, something's moving. Oh well, any new viewers? Today you can see we've got connectivity problem, you know? Anyhow, this is Daman, central Nepal, my most favourite home in Nepal. Uh, I came from India 2 weeks before. India is my oldest home in the Himalayas, in India. Um, but my 1 year visa stay was finished, so I came back to Nepal. And this is Daman, Nepal, up in the foothills of the Himalayas, and 8,000 feet height. And we have a lot of thick forest here, a lot of forest all around, a lot of forest. And there's no logging mafia here, no logging mafia. And the local people like to keep very, very good protection from the forest, you know. Queens, I mean Queensland, Australia. Thanks for that, Pat. Yeah, no, this is the other place, Daisy. This is the other place, the fried rice place, the fried rice place here. Um, the other place, just down the road there, yeah, he wanted um, um, on a nightly basis some payment for the Bidgley, you know. He's no longer poor, no longer poor. He's the pumpkin leaves man. I went back today after 3 days break and they cooked me a great meal. So the pumpkin leaf place, the Bidgley, the power man, yeah. So they want me to come back to eat their food, but they're undecided about whether to let me sit there 2.5 hours to do live streaming. They're undecided, you know? So the best I can do at the moment, we've got 5 current viewers, 4 people like the live stream. So we're half alive. You can say we're half alive, you know? Which is better than fully dead, right? Half alive is better than fully dead on this live stream, so that's better than nothing. And yeah, I'll just keep talking. Thanks, Pat, for that. Yeah, this I'll give you the short story about this place. In in Urdu language or Sanskrit language, Daman means love, because this is a very lovely place. And up behind me, 4.5 kilometers on the top of Darman Hill, there's a big communication tower. And you want to see me a bit more closely, do you? Hey, give me a kiss. Only the females. Yeah. And 4.5 kilometers on the top here, just 25 minutes off the motor road, there's a big communication tower. I've been up there many times, and that's the very top of Darman Hill. And during the cold season, um, um, you can, with the permission of the technician in the tower, you just convince him, let me climb 3 levels up the tower on the ladder, and I promise I won't fall and break my leg on the cement below. It's a cement foundation, of course, you know. Then you're sitting up there 3 levels on the tower, and you're sitting completely above the tree line. And it's one of the world's most remarkable mountain views. I've told you about this before, you people. Oh, 6 viewers now. Wow, that's all right. One day I'll be a millionaire. Yeah, a millionaire in rupees. Wow. Hey? Wow. So when you get that to the tower, you sit up there, you're completely above the tree line, and on a clear day, especially wintertime, mid-November to mid-March, you can see on a clear day a mountain panorama, can you believe, 700 kilometers long. The average mountain view here, it's about no Wi-Fi tonight, no power, no power, no Wi-Fi. First time. There is power, cha, power. Yeah, inverter ka hai, inverter. All right. And you can see from this is 9,000 feet high, the top of that hill. I'll keep this short. I don't want to confuse you. And from the average, when people are looking at the mountains in the Himalayas, usually they're looking from 6,000 or 7,000 feet, and usually from 7,000 feet high, they can see a view of, on the average, 350, 400 kilometers long mountain view. So that place up there is pretty incredible. And you can see from there all of the Nepali Himalayas. All of the Nepali Himalayas you can see. and you can see across the West Nepal border into my old residence, that area in India called Uttarakhand state. So all the you can count the mountains, how many snow-covered mountains you can see, and you can see from there, believe me, 70 mountains from there. It's a remarkable view on the planet, in the top 10 mountain views on the planet, you know. I hope you're not too disturbed by people talking outside there. And uh, आउनुहोस्
युडेन जा भने सबले खोजिरहेछ युडेनलाई ल नमस्ते माय नेम इज युडेन शेर्पा भन्न जाऊ
Hey, shut up. Talk loudly, strong.
Namaste. My name is Yuden Shepa.
Say my mother is Muna. My
My mother name is Muna.
Muna Sherpa.
My father name is Dawa Shepa.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful English. Talk. Shabash, wow.
From Nepal.
From Nepal.
Wow. My father's name is?
My father's name is Dawa Shepa.
And my mother? My mother's name is?
Muna Sherpa.
Wow. Curry vegetable?
Pahadi David.
You're breaking the microphone. Beautiful. Now, Muna.
Pahadi David.
Yeah.
Birthday
Oh, wow. Wow.
थाहा छ तपाईलाई नोर्साङ चिन्नुहुन्छ
Ailai mo jawab did you?
नोर्साङ
Norsang. What's Norsang?
तेन्जिस
Oh, yes. Perfect this for you too.
मेरो साउन्ड एकदम
No need for Mike. Nepali voice is very, very strong, very strong. There's one story. Listen to this. This is a true story. A true story that 250 years ago, when the cunning British Empire was in India, they came to Nepal a number of times. They liked Nepal because of the high mountains, plenty of water, resources. You see, the cunning British Empire. Ooh. The most cunning of all the empires from Europe, you know. Anyhow, one story, and in the British Army, there were some new young soldiers. And one story, a famous story, is the British crossed the border into Nepal, so the Nepali Gorkha army responded. And in the British Army, there were a number of young soldiers. They never saw action. They were very fresh, innocent. And then they saw the Gorkha Nepali army coming over the hill. And as the Nepali army came over the hill, the whole Nepali Gorkha army started to shout very, very strongly, bellow. They started to bellow like, "Arr!" but very, very strongly. And many of the Nepali people have hearts and voices just like tigers. And when, especially the young first-time soldiers in the British Army, they heard and saw this noise, they just went like that. And they turned around and they ran away in the other direction. They were so afraid. They never saw such a sound coming from human beings before, like a lion, you know. Oh, but very, very strong, yeah. Anyhow, there's some success with this live stream. You can understand. We're using mobile data tonight, okay? We're using mobile data, and so the connectivity is only 50%. I can't see any messages. And I really can't move on this on the screen at the moment. There's no power, no Wi-Fi, you know? Or anyhow, there's no Wi-Fi. I first came to this place about 1980 or 1985 from Kathmandu leaving Nepal with 1 night on the visa. So I stayed. No, excuse me. This one, I came here many, many times. I'm confused. I came here one time in the middle of winter time, about 1985, yeah, alone, because always I travel alone. I never get lonely. I'm alone, but never lonely, right? And I stayed here 1 month right in the middle of winter. I had good sleeping bag, down jacket, everything covered from head to toe. And I heard that Darwin had a great world famous mountain view. So I stayed here at that time. Have you seen my recent videos from Darwin on this channel? Anyhow, I stayed here and I think there was no tower. I think there was no tower, but I don't remember, here in the village, right? So I was staying here with a local famous Nepali man. He was like a politician, but at that time there was no democracy in Nepal. The king was the head honcho, the king was the boss, and there was no democracy. It was just, they called the people, the politicians were called politicians, but no power, you know? So this local man was managing that area here in the Darman View Tower. Not the tower on the top of the hill, Darman Top. That's another tower, right? So this is just called Darman Village View Tower. And I stayed with him, a little rough little hut. Sometimes the water and snow coming through the roof. He had one room, I had another room. And his name was Roop Chandra. And every morning he used to cook me some millet porridge. You know, you can say in Hindi like ragi ki halwa, with milk mixed in. Millet, one day millet and corn, cup of coffee, and then I had very good weather protection and good boots. So then I used to walk up the motor road and walk to the top of Darman Hill, to that big communication tower. I climbed up there. If it was snowing lightly, no problem, you know. I had protection. Sometimes the weather was very clear, blue sky, and I used to sit on that communication tower on the top of Darman Hill and just sit there 2-3 hours drinking some hot water from the thermos and enjoying the view there when it was clear. A magical place above the tree line. And you could see from there. Remember, I'm not getting any messages on this live stream. I'm not getting messages. I understand you can see me, you can hear me, but I'm not getting any messages. There's no Wi-Fi tonight. Unusually, no Wi-Fi. We're just working on mobile data, just half power. We could see there, you people know very well the name Darjeeling, right? Darjeeling is in India, in the Himalayas. Just east of the East Nepal border, right? And there's a very famous mountain there called Kanchenjunga, number 3 mountain in the world, 28,000 feet high. And Kanchenjunga mountain is on the border of Nepal and India, right? So the first mountain on the right, you could see in that long panorama from Darman Top, was Kanchenjunga mountain. Then you would look to the left and you come across some smaller peaks, and then you would see Everest, very clear, Everest, the top of Everest. Nepali people call, in Nepali language, Everest, they call Sagarmata, head above the ocean, the biggest head above the ocean, right? The Chinese call Everest, they call Chomo Lungma. Chomo Lungma means mother goddess of the earth. This is Mount Everest. So you could see Mount Everest. You could see the huge peak to the right of it called Makalu. These are all super peaks, the major peaks above 8,000 meters, Makalu. And then on the left, you could see Lhotse Mountain. That's another major peak. Then to the left of that, you could see another major peak on the Nepal, Tibet / China border called Cho Oyu, another major peak. Then you'd look across, going to the west, going to the left, and you could see one peak actually outside of Nepal, to the north of the Nepal border, a big peak called Shishapangma, which is in Tibet / China, major peak. And then you keep looking across to the left again, and you'd see another major peak called Manaslu Mountain, another major peak. Now, Manaslu Mountain is very, very interesting because the actual peak is just about impossible for all mountaineers to climb. It's just the last 10 or 15 meters, but it's so steep and narrow and thin, and when there's snow on it, it's very, very dangerous, that only a tiny number of mountaineers have actually climbed the top of Manaslu Mountain. But it has been climbed in recent years, yeah? This is here in Daman in central Nepal, 8,000 feet. Very, very thick forest here. Now, sitting on top of Daman Top there on the communication tower, you would then look on a clear day west of Manaslu Mountain. These are all major peaks I'm talking about. Major peak means above 26,000 feet, above 8,000 meters, right? You look to the west of Manaslu and you'd see in West Nepal the last two major peaks in West Nepal, right? You may know these names, Annapurna Mountain and Dholagiri Mountain. And that's it. Oh, now, on a very clear day, believe me, because I had binoculars sometimes, on a very, very clear day, listen to this, in this 700-kilometer long mountain panorama from East Nepal to West Nepal, get it? In which you can see 70 snow-covered peaks. Snow-covered peak means like permanently snow-covered, more or less, with climate change. Above 5,500 meters high. Somebody's cooking some chili and garlic. Oof. Now, the very last mountain you could see, which was not a major peak, was just below 8,000 meters, just across the West Nepal border. You're looking to the left of the view now, the western side. You could see in the Uttarakhand area, where I live in India, you could see the biggest peak in the Uttarakhand Indian area, just below 8,000 meters. It's called Nanda Devi Himal. It's a famous peak, Nanda Devi Himal, with two peaks. So you could see hundreds and hundreds of kilometers away the double-headed peak of Nanda Devi Himal in India. An amazing view from there, amazing view. And very, very lastly, if I'm not boring you, because you know I'm an old mountain watcher, so I've had a lot of experiences seeing mountains. In the world, this is the last information I'll bore you with if you're not interested. On the planet, major peaks number 14, or actually 15, but that's another story. So let's say there are 14 major peaks above 8,000 feet, above 8,000 meters on the planet, and on major peaks from Daman Super Top, from the tower, you can see on a clear day 9 of the world's major peaks, 9 of the world's 14 major peaks. Can you believe that? It's an incredible place. And very, very few people visit that view tower, the communication tower on the top of Darman Hill. Very few people. Very few people. They must walk 25 minutes off the main road, a little bit rough the path. Maybe it's very cold. Very few people visit there, but I've visited there many, many times. And that's Darman Super Top. Below the Darman Top, about half an hour walk, you can see sometimes in my Darman video blogs, there is the second second highest mountain lookout, and it's called the Everest Panorama Resort. They've got all facilities there, and that's the most expensive resort to stay in this area. And also the view's very, very good from there. The view from there is about 500 kilometres long. Then lastly, from this Darman village area, where I'm in Darman village area, where I stay, where you have the Darman View Tower and two other lookouts also. So on this Darman village level, you have three lookouts where you can see the mountains very, very well on a clear day. Those views are maximum 400 kilometres long. From every lookout, you can see Mount Everest. You can see Mount Everest. All right, now please remember that unfortunately tonight there's no Wi-Fi. So we're working on mobile data. I understand that you can see me, you can hear me, but I can't get any messages on the screen. Because of no Wi-Fi, there are no messages coming to me, okay? So please understand that. This is, I'm in a Wi-Fi zone, but unusually tonight, no Wi-Fi. Every 2 days I eat here, and I have some nice fried rice. So they allow me to live stream there. Just having some light rain in the last 45 minutes. Light rain because this now is the beginning of the monsoon season in South Asia. This is the beginning of the monsoon and monsoon season. And yesterday was the true start of the monsoon, the true start. And we had super heavy rain yesterday morning until about 1 o'clock, you know. Super heavy rain, really heavy. This is in their restaurant, the main dining room. You can see the bar there. And I don't drink alcohol, so I'm just sort of looking at the bottles of vodka and beer, whiskey, rum. That's part of the marketplace there. Can you see the green place, the first place down there? That's the Everest Lodge, Everest Hotel. That's another Everest Hotel, where the owner, I eat there twice a week. Beautiful pumpkin leaves they cook. Beautiful pumpkin leaves. And if I ask them to put corn flour in the pumpkin leaves, it tastes really superb. That's the place where the owner wanted to charge me $1 a night for sitting in a room and using the light, using the electricity. Can you believe? They're not. That's it here. You can see here, can you see the hookah, the big like water pipe? This is very popular all over Asia, different countries in Asia for smoking, just smoking tobacco, normal tobacco through through, you see the big thing there, they've got water in the bottom. And I'll give you a bit of a close-up of it, all right? That's the, can you see that? Huh? Good, good, good. That's called a hookah. Not the English word hookah, but hookah. H-O-O-K-A-H, hookah. with the, see in the bottom there, the blue color, that contains water. Then you've got a pipe, and it just cools down the heat from the tobacco. Very, very tasty. Hi Suraj, how are you? Shalash, wow, wow, wow. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. You can see in that some packets of savouries, you know. Savouries made from different things. This is the menu. Can you see the menu here? Menu. So I'm doing my best to entertain you, but understand that unusually tonight there's no Wi-Fi. Probably weather related. Probably weather related, okay? And so there's no Wi-Fi. We're working on mobile data, and I understand that you can see me, you can hear me, but I can't get messages on the screen. Don't send me messages. I just can't see them. Okay? All right. 7 people have liked this live stream tonight. Well done. And currently 5 people are looking at me on this live stream. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. For me, equal to the best drink in the world. Pure, pure mountain water. Pure mountain water. Because it's the start of the monsoon season, we boil it. We boil it strongly for 5 minutes, and that's it. Because in the monsoon season, in any monsoon season on the planet, even the best, even the purest water, even the purest water in any monsoon season on the planet will need boiling strongly for 5 minutes. It will. Oh, Pat, can you send that message again? I couldn't get it. I couldn't receive it. Can you send the message again, Pat, please? Pat's keeping me in touch with what's happening on your side, you know? No Wi-Fi, can't get messages. So please don't send me messages. Don't waste your energy sending me messages. No Wi-Fi, so you're just seeing and listening to me, that's all. Send the message again, please, Pat, would you? I'll go to WhatsApp, that's all right. No, I see, I can't go to WhatsApp. Send me the message again, Pat. Oh, I lost it. I lost it. Send it again, please. Now, I can't move much at all at the moment without any Wi-Fi. Can't move much at all. Some Himalayan songs. You like to hear an Himalayan song in local language in India. I'm in Nepal, but this is an Indian mountain song. Nabasha kukuti chetaki me janu meri me. It just came up on the screen, you're live. You see, I don't think even I can do that, Pat, at the moment. I don't think even I can do that. You know, the top left-hand corner of the cross where you can stop the live stream. I don't think even I can do that, Pat, unless, no, I can't move here. Can't move. Can't move. Unless Turn off the phone. Successful again. So I got messages. Beautiful. Wow. We got power, but rain related, I don't know, but there's no Wi-Fi tonight. So we had since 1 hour, we had a half a live stream where working on mobile data. I'm back on mobile data now. We just had a half live stream for the first time, half live stream, where you could see me, you could listen to me, but I had no messages. Now we've got some messages. Beautiful. All right. All right. I will answer all your messages now. Thanks for staying with me, you lovely people. You can understand no Wi-Fi. Wow, a lot of messages. A lot of messages. Thanks, CJ Singh. Thanks for your help. I did reboot, yeah. Daisy Chana, I went back to the pumpkin leaf man, the pumpkin leaf place, the 100 rupees a night bijli charge, eh? His daughter-in-law had a word with him. For 3 days I didn't go to the pumpkin leaf restaurant. I went back today and they cooked me a fantastic meal. 3 veggies, dal, rice, chutney, kachamula. And so we're back on good terms now. I'm here live streaming again now, finally, in the fried rice place. Audio's 9 out of 10. Oh, that's good. Video's not so clear. Yeah, we're back on mobile data. And now, since 1 hour, now I can get the messages again. So please understand everybody, yeah? Thanks, Daisy. Video's 7 out of 10. Thank you. Okay, Daisy Chana, I'll stop saying wow, wow, wow. I'll never say again wow, wow, wow. Okay? On I'll put. How are you? No Wi-Fi tonight. No Wi-Fi. Yes, I think so. The weather. Yes, CJ. Yesterday, finally, the true monsoon arrived here. We had extremely heavy-duty rain here for several hours yesterday, middle of the day. Oh, yeah, this mobile data, so I must not move. That's right. Thank you. Thank you. Good, good, good. Yes, since 5 minutes of messages have come back. First time tonight. Daisy trying to know free Wi-Fi, David. These days, it's very hard to get freebies. Very hard to get freebies. Oh, that's good. The mobile data is quite good. That's good. Yeah. Hi, Augustine Estigaribia. Augustine Estigaribia. Thank you for coming, Augustine. Graciela. Thanks, Augustine, for coming. Please understand tonight, for the first time, we don't have Wi-Fi. I'm in Wi-Fi zone, but because of monsoon rain, no Wi-Fi tonight. We're using mobile data. Thanks, Graciela. Indian greeting to you, namaste, and Indian greeting, swagatam. Welcome to you, Graciela. And are you in Europe? And you other people here, we are mostly from North India, Graciela. Most of the viewers here are from North India. I'm Australian. My name is David Alexander, Australian, and I'm at the moment in Nepal. So don't be confused, Graciela, okay? I'm in Nepal, and Nepal and Indian Himalayas are my old home, Graciela. Graciela, my YouTube name is Pahadi David. Pahadi David means Mountain David, yeah? CJ Singer, it's not cold, it's cool. This is like, this place is 8,000 feet altitude, so it's not cold. It's like summer monsoon season now. Can you hear me? Hi, Ruben. Many messages for me to answer here. Hi, Ruben, Wandering Soul. Nice to see your name. Thanks, Ruben. Yeah, network problem tonight. For the first time in 2 weeks, no Wi-Fi. We're working on data, yeah? That's right, no Wi-Fi zone, Ruben. You understand? Good, good, good. On Alpat, your temperature is 7 degrees C, is it? Where are you on Alpat? Where are you, please? Yes, Daisy Chana, for 3 days I didn't go to the Pumpkin Leaves restaurant. I didn't go to the 100 rupees a night. Yay, Barbara, Terabaka now. Eh? Are eh? I didn't go for 3 days. His daughter-in-law, she said, oh, don't worry about my father-in-law. He's a little bit of a conjuice, you know, a little bit of a miser. Don't worry, that's no issue. I went back today and the electricity account man, cooked me a most beautiful meal. Rice, beans, pumpkin leaves. He put corn flour, makaki ata. He put corn flour in the pumpkin leaves. On Alpat, where are you? You must be living in the mountains, are you? Hi, Ashwins. Thanks, Ashwins, for coming back. No Wi-Fi tonight. We're using mobile data, okay? Thanks, Ashwins, for coming back. Now, Daisy Chundet, the fried rice owner here, that's another person, another place. No, he's very, very good. He's very, very good. Uh, um, CJ Singer, the cute little white dog is just outside at the moment, waiting for his girlfriend dog, you know? Yeah, I'm happy tonight with mobile network from here. I'm happy. From my room, the mobile data not giving such good result. My room is a cement block room, that's why. Daisy Chana, what is the net worth, what is the total worth of an above average Aussie? Uh, the average net worth value of an Australian person is about 20,000 kangaroos, Daisy Chana. Hi, Aryan. Namaste, Aryan. Thanks for coming back. We're working on mobile data tonight. No Wi-Fi tonight. Probably weather related, Aryan Sharma. Namaste to you. Aap kaise ho? Sab theek thak hai? Shabash. Wow, wow, wow. And please send us some interesting messages again, Aryan, okay? Namaste, Anita Mehra, Shehraghat, Uttarakhand ki Jawan. Rajkumari, Namaste, Anita. और की है रीना आज सब ठीक ठाक छू तुम्हारी तबीयत खुश है रो परिवार की खुशल बात सब ठीक ठाक छू how are your family, how are you, how's your health? Good. Anita, no Wi-Fi, but quite good on mobile data, quite good. Yes, Anita, I'm having a nice time here. Nice time. Today, no. Now, Anita, from now, I must not send unedited raw videos onto the channel. First, I must get them edited, the videos. So please wait 1 or 2 weeks. I'm sorry, okay? All right, now I'm catching up on old messages, all right? No, Daisy Chana, this hotel owner, the fried rice owner, no, he doesn't want anything from me, just to pay for my food. That's all. No, no, no. No free Wi-Fi in today's world. Now, new messages. New messages. Anal Put is saying, I'm not telling you where I am. That's all right. Are you hiding some secrets, Anal Put? I think you must be living in the mountains if you say your temperature is 7 degrees Celsius. You must be living up in the mountains. No, Ruben, I was confused. There is power, there is electricity, but no Wi-Fi. Daisy Chana, you just want to know because if I sell everything and go to Australia, where do I stand? Look, Daisy Chana, I can't answer your question because I left Australia finally, completely forever, 23 years ago. I don't know much about what's happening in Australia these days, the net worth of the Australian average. I don't know. Ask these questions to your family in Western Australia, please. Now, CJ Singer, I hear that because there's a lot of ragi millet here in Nepal, that if I go to the right place, I can get some millet cookies, some millet biscuits, original ones. Oh, I see, Onalpat, you're not from the mountains. That's all right. Don't tell me anymore. Don't tell me where you live. Don't tell me your real name. Don't tell me anything. Just please stay on the channel. Thank you. Stay on the live stream. Now I'm up to date with the messages. I can have a drink of lovely, lovely, pure mountain water. Oh, I lost one message from Analpat. Thank you, Daisy. I'm 76 years young, Analpat. 76 years young. Nah dum. Nah dum, nah rum. No smoking, no drinking. Like a half saint. And I'm a retired nurse. Retired nurse, Analpat. Thanks, Ari, and best regards to you also. Good, good, good. Wow. Oh, yes, CJ Singer, finally old chat is back. That's right. On old putt. Nice to know, David, your background. So you're a good boy, mate. Thank you. You're not Australian, are you? on Old Pun. Are you Australian by any chance? Hey? I have a little feeling that you might be Australian. All right, okay, waiting for some more messages. Thank you very, 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 very much. Wow, wow, wow. We're working well on mobile data tonight, probably because my room, 6 minutes from here, my room is constructed of cement blocks. Where I live, it's called the new Sherpa house. The old Sherpa house, just 20% is remaining. The old Sherpa house was 80% destroyed in the Nepali earthquakes of 2015. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Good, good, good. Oh, just readjust myself. There we go. Good, good, good. This is Pahadi David, Mountain David, from 8,000 feet altitude. Oh, Graciela. Graciela, are you still here? Graciela came tonight for the first time, but then left very quickly. That was a truck just passing, Ruben. Did you see a yellow light? There was a truck. Um, um, we're on the main road here, but it's not a really busy road. Those lights you can see there are the Everest Hotel, where the owner wanted to charge me $1 a night for using his precious electricity, can you believe? But they cook great pumpkin leaves there. I keep talking about the pumpkin leaves. Pumpkin leaves are a great, great food for vegetarians because pumpkin leaf, pumpkin leaves contain zinc. In Hindi, they call jasta, yeah. Pumpkin leaves contain zinc, which is something that all vegetarians need. They need extra zinc. They're not eating meat, you know. CJ Singer, no, I never played any video games. I don't have any time for that. On Olpad. Yes, it is nice reception for mobile data. It is. I was surprised. I think simply again, I'll repeat, in my room the other night, in my room, without any rain, I did a live stream on mobile data, but it was not very good. My room is just 3 years old, constructed of cement blocks. Wi-Fi should be able to go through concrete wall. Yes, yes. I can't use Wi-Fi in my room. I've got a little Wi-Fi device. I've got a little Wi-Fi device. Yeah, it looks like a small phone, yeah? But, they tell me that, see, from my room, the Wi-Fi is not successful because the Wi-Fi tower, some distance from here, and the Wi-Fi tower is on the other side of the hill. Yeah. Daisy Chana, no, I've never visited the Philippines. In that area, of Southeast Asia, of course, I know Australia very well, and I lived a couple of times in Indonesia, Java, Sumatra, Bali, and I stayed a couple of times in West Malaysia and East Timor also. Yeah, Wandering Soul, they are a superfood. I believe you. Pumpkin leaves, I believe you. They are a superfood. You feel very good after, very good energy, especially up here, you know. I do take every second day, Ruben and Daisy Chana, I do take every second day zinc. For many, many years, I tell you. Every second day, I take zinc, a zinc supplement in allopathic form with vitamin B complex. On one day, I'll take a full dose, about 40 milligrams. The next time I'll take a half dose, about 20 milligrams. So I'm never taking a full dose continuously. Hey, the little white dog has come. And if you take too much zinc, it can have very bad effect on the body, on the heart, the blood, liver, kidneys. Sounds like a truck, doesn't it? Daisy Chandra, David, why do you repeat words like wow, 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 shabash, shabash? Does it irritate you? I can stop it, but it's in my habit to say wow, wow, shabash, shabash. I like these words. Wow, 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 shabash. Great, it's great. I like these words. They just come naturally out of my mouth, Daisy Chandra. But if they irritate you, I'll stop saying them forever, okay? Now, Aryan, now, you're talking about population. Aryan, 10 minutes ago I was thinking, actually, honestly, 10 minutes ago I was thinking, wow, if Aryan could talk about the huge population on the planet, if Aryan could talk about different aspects of huge population, that would be very nice. And just now I see a message from you, Aryan, saying the human population has gone so high. I wonder if there's any place on Earth left undiscovered. Not many, not many. Probably now undiscovered places are mostly in the Arctic snow areas and the Antarctic snow areas. Even in the most remote and hidden places, you will find plastic and other trash pollution. Yes. Daisy Chana says, no, Irene, it's more limited to India only. What's more limited to India, Daisy Chana? The plastic pollution or? Aryan Sharma, Daisy people are doing photo shoots on Antarctica bare chest. Oh, they must be crazy. Daisy Chana says, no, David, your wow, wow, wow and shabash, shabash doesn't irritate me. I only wanted to ask. I don't, Daisy Chana says, listen to this. Daisy Chana never gets irritated. He's in the habit of public dealing every day. Ah, that's nice. That's nice. No, Aryan, this is true. It is a coincidence. 7 minutes before I'm thinking, wow, wouldn't it be nice for Aryan to talk about a most relative subject at the moment, mega population, and here you are talking about it. Wow. Maybe telepathy. Hey, Daisy, telepathy. Daisy Chana says the huge plastic pollution problem is mostly in India. Well, that's what you see, Daisy Chana. Believe me, Aryan will agree. The plastic pollution problem is all over the world. Incredible. Yeah, this is my muffler, CJ. This is my muffler, and it's my scarf. It's I mean, scarf and muffler mean the same thing, and sometimes it's my headwear. That's right. Asmeet Kambali, no, Asmeet Namaste, Asmeet. Namaste, nice to see you. If there's any difference in the live stream quality, there's no Wi-Fi here tonight. Unusually, Asmeet, I'm in a Wi-Fi zone, but unusually tonight there's no Wi-Fi. We have power, but no Wi-Fi. Probably weather related. The monsoon came here yesterday very heavily. Aryan's asking, are the Himalayas still clean or polluted? Well, if we're talking about the Himalayan snow peaks, then I can answer you, Aryan. Ashmeet, we're working on mobile data tonight. My volume is turned right up, so I'll talk more loudly, okay? However, Ashmeet, usually when a viewer says to me, David, the volume is low, usually the problem is on your side. Yeah. Aryan, are the Himalayas still clean or polluted? Well, we'll just talk about the Himalayan snow peaks. The Himalayan snow peaks, let's say above 6,000 meters altitude, not many people are visiting there. Okay, above 6,000 meters on the Himalayan snow peaks, only a tiny number of people are visiting. A tiny number of local shepherds with their cows, buffaloes, goats and sheep in the summer months only. The local people don't do much pollution. The problem probably is, to fully answer your question, Sharmaji, is on those mountain peaks where mountaineers are climbing. This is a problem. This is a problem. Yes, all types of waste are left behind by those mountaineers. In recent years, in the Indian and Nepali Himalayas, the governments are trying to solve this problem, you know. Occasionally also mountaineers die on the sides of these big snow peaks. Sometimes it's impossible to find the body, or if they find the dead body, it's impossible or not easy to remove it, you know. Desi Kabuli Chana is saying, where there are cunning people, there is no cleanliness there. That's right, Desi. That's right. If only everybody could take full responsibility for disposing of their trash, you know. It's incredible here in South Asia. For me, it's incredible. I can say India and Nepal, how much pollution people, how much trash and rubbish people throw out of their vehicles when they're traveling on the roads. In South Asia, I never saw such pollution on the sides of roads as I see in India and Nepal. Incredible ignorance. Incredible ignorance, incredible laziness. Pat, are you still there? You disappeared, Pat. Maybe you're watching just quietly, are you? The night is still young, Pat, in Queensland. That's right, Daisy. Where people don't have empathy, they pollute. Where people don't have empathy with nature and social, community, personal cleanliness, then there's pollution. That's right. Daisy Chan is asking, does cunningness, non-empathetic behavior lie in the DNA? Well, sometimes I think it does. Sometimes I think it does. A huge common factor is, why do people pollute? Laziness and ignorance. Laziness, ignorance, no self-respect, and no community respect. I think they're the four reasons, Daisy. Thanks, Onolpat. You're awake. Thanks. Good. Good. The biggest reason I think why people pollute is the big I word, ignorance. Ignorance to me is the main factor in this. I've mentioned the other reasons, but I think ignorance is the main reason. Ignorance. Daisy, of course, repeating that about not having empathy. Empathy means not having a good relationship with things around you, not understanding things around you, no relationship, no interaction. Daisy Chana says it evolved in India. Well, some Indians are masters, aren't they, of this subject? They are. But like I always say, people often ask me, David, how do you like India? How do you like India? Yes or no? Ronaldo or Messi? How do I like India? Do you love India? And I always give this answer, because India has the mega most populated number of humans on the planet, because India is mega populated. So in India, iski bari mein naraj mat honi hai, huh? Don't be angry at my answer. Because of India's mega population, let's be honest, we see the very best of humanity, and side by side, we see the very worst of humanity. I know this to be true. Nobody can change my opinion on it. And any feedback on that comment? In India, because of its mega population, you see 24 hours a day, the very best of what humanity can offer. And you see the very worst. Some people don't like to hear this from my mouth, but I tell you what, it's very true. It's very true. I did say the very best, and I did say the very worst. Aryan says, Daisy, the problem is not in the DNA, the problem is in the philosophy on which we need to do brainstorming about why do some ignorant and lazy, irresponsible humans pollute in public. The problem is in the philosophy on which we need to do brainstorming. Aryan's starting to open up now on this most relevant, most important, right in front of us. Huge problem. Population. Aryan says he believes the sudden population collapse is coming in the world. Well, let's have the population collapse. Let's have it today, Aryan. Let's have the population collapse. It's coming in the world, especially in India. Especially, listen to this, regarding population, especially in India, Aryan says, the government has planned something very sinister about which the people are totally unaware. Please tell us in full detail, Aryan. Yeah, Daisy is saying, Aryan, open the classified files. Please tell us now. This may be very, 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 very interesting. Very, very, very interesting about what Aryan's going to tell us now. What are they going to do, Aryan? Are they going to deport 400 or 500 million Indians to the centre of Australia? Is the Indian government going to deport 400 or 500 million Indians with no chance of return to Australia, to the Arctic and Antarctic areas, to Siberia in Russia, to China? Daisy says, now Daisy can smell. I can smell something very, very interesting coming here. I can smell some very, very interesting information coming from Aryan, and Kabuli Chana can also smell it. Aryan's texting the answer now. It's a long answer, and don't be surprised, okay? Just trying to organize my jacket here, but the zipper, what you call over here the chain, is not agreeing with me. Let's see what I can do here. Hey, Pat in Australia, have you gone to sleep? Pat's gone to sleep, I think. Oh, there we go. Daisy Chana, who is a fountain of knowledge, he says he knows many facts which support Aryan. But, lekin. Now, please, if any of you viewers are watching this live stream to improve your English, please look on my channel, look on this same channel, look at the video blogs, scroll down 6-8 months before, and if you are learning English and if you speak Hindi, Nepali, Indian Himalayan languages, Indo-Aryan languages, please look on my video blogs, scroll down, and you'll find 15 English teaching videos which I prepared, okay? They are explaining some of the difficult spelling and pronunciation problems in English language, and also the videos are using Devanagari English system to explain these spelling and pronunciation problems. Well, Aryan Sharma is saying he thinks the government wants people to solve the population problem themselves, if you know what I mean. Yeah, we do know what you mean. Please explain more, Aryan. I think what Aryan's saying is it's impossible currently for the Indian government to solve the population problem. See what I mean? So the government wants the people to solve this problem. If you know what I mean. Yeah. Yeah, I mean in India, Aryan, it's a very controversial and sensitive subject, isn't it? Population problem. We know why. Not many people want to talk about it, do they? Oh. Oh, Rakshit, namaste to you, Rakshit. Unusually tonight, Rakshit, in this Wi-Fi zone in Daman, central Nepal, there's no Wi-Fi. We got power, but no Wi-Fi. Probably weather related. Yesterday, Rakshit, we had the true start of the monsoon. It was super heavy rain for about 5 hours. So probably related to that. Thanks, Rakshit. And I'm pinning or messaging. I'm pinning your message. That's pinned. Thanks, Rakshit. Thank you. Rakshit, Aryan Sharma is opening up the subject of mega population on the planet and in India. Um, yeah, in India, may I say, in India, I know that it's a hugely controversial subject about population, and that in India, one particular section of society, the Muslims, some of them are insisting on producing very big families, 6, 7, 8, 9 kids. Not many people want to talk about this problem. It's a very sensitive subject in India, talking publicly about a number of Muslim families who are producing very big families, when currently on the world we have a complete overload of human population, 8 billion, and growing every day. Um, why don't some people want to talk about this problem publicly? Why not? Any feedback from you people? Are you afraid to talk about this subject? Are you afraid? Hmm? Yeah, that's right, Rakshit. Yeah, on mobile data, obviously. Um, I live streamed the other day, Rakshit, from my room, which is cement block constructed, cement blocks, and the connectivity was not good, obviously. But here, it's just normal construction, the walls and everything. Um, that's right. And here, it's a more open place. Well, Arian has opened a very interesting subject about population, but nobody's replying. None of you are giving feedback on this subject. Why not? They say that we have full freedom on social media to discuss things, but we don't insult each other. Rakshit says, that's correct, sir, about discussing population control. We need to be politically correct, do we? Do we need to be politically correct? There is no use discussing such a controversial topic. It's the CM and the PM who need to take action, not us. Well, that's an interesting reply, Rakshit. Um, in my opinion, the CM and the PM can advise, or they can do something else. I'll tell you what that is. Actually, it is us, it is the common people who need to take action. Obviously, we know what that action is, to produce very small families, 1 or 2 kids. The action that the authorities need to take, Rakshit and others, is look at China 20, 30 years ago. They introduced the one-child policy. And as I understand it, listen to my words carefully, when they introduced the one-child policy 30 years ago in China, the government gave incentives, they gave rewards to families that limited to one child. They gave them rewards. Mm. Get it? Do you get what I'm saying? Mm. Daisy Chana doesn't want to enter this subject. Fair enough, that's your choice, Daisy. Um, I'll repeat again just once. When governments with huge populations, when governments with huge populations wake up to the simple fact that if you give people a reward for limiting to 1 or 2 kids, give them a reward. What sort of rewards? Rewards in rebuilding your house if it needs it. If you limit your family to a small number, rebuilding your house, government help. Make a small family, and if you're not rich, the government will reward you by giving you free food to a limit. If you have a small family, the government will reward you by giving some good help in medical emergencies. If you limit yourself to a small family, the government will give you help in extra educational expenses, etc., etc. The population one-child policy in China was so successful that in recent years they stopped it. They don't have enough young females now. The government must not leave this problem in the hands of the people in India. It must not. Many Indian, many Indian parents now are very, very sensible about poverty. They just have 1 or 2 kids. Many Indian families now are very, very sensible, 1 or 2 kids. What do you people think on this subject? Are you hearing me loud and clear? There's not much response coming from you. Are you afraid, you Indians, to discuss this very, very serious social and population problem? Are you afraid to discuss it? Because I'm not. Of course, at the moment I'm outside of India. That does help, yeah. I don't know everything. I'm still a student, don't worry. I'm not a genius. Oh, now. Feeling very relaxed tonight. I'm lying down. I've got a support behind my head. That's right, Rakshit. In China, the president had taken action, not the public. The public had no choice, actually, but the public had the choice to limit their family to only one child and then get rewards from the government, may I say. Rakshit again says, as is the king, so is the subject. Desi Chanda says, today is Amawasya. Amawasya, no moon night. And you're reading here. Wow, enjoy it. Wow, wow, wow. Now, Aryan Sharma says, the concept of democracy, whether in India or in the West, seems to be failing because democracy is easily penetratable through manipulation of demography. Daisy Chana is saying to Arya, nature has its own ways to control population, but can nature control mega population, Daisy? Yes, to a degree it can. If nature, and it will, produce more super heavy duty viruses like coronavirus and that's right. Rakshit says even overpopulation can become an asset. How could overpopulation ever become an asset? Except that, for example, in India has a huge unused labor force. India has a huge unused, unemployed labor force. That's the only asset I can see, Rakshit. The PM needs to bring an out-of-the-box idea. Certainly he does. And I explain what that idea is. Daisy Chana says, actually, David, I had chosen a different choice for this problem of population. When you can't do anything to solve the problem, get a new book. Ha ha, I hope you understand. I'm thinking on it, Daisy. I'm thinking on it sideways, you know? I'm thinking on it. Thank you for that. Aryan Sharma. Now Aryan, this is a very interesting comment from Aryan. Look at this. In China, they show India as an example that when there is huge diversity and huge population and everyone pulls the decision making into 1,000 directions, the nation essentially becomes paralyzed. That's very nice, Aryan. I'll say it again. Aryan says, in China, they show up India as an example that when there is huge diversity and population and everybody pulls the decision making into 1,000 directions, the nation essentially becomes paralyzed. Think about that. Rakshit says they can send India to conquer a mischievous nation. That's an interesting thought. That's an interesting thought. Daisy Chana says, David, I don't have guts. How to increase that? No, as I know you, Daisy, you do have guts. You have the guts to have a family. You have the guts to have taken for a number of years now the responsibility of maintaining a family. I don't have the guts to maintain a family. I don't have the guts to get married. That's right. CJ Singer, changing the subject, says, um, I guess Indians don't need a visa for Nepal. That's quite right. No, you don't need a visa for Nepal. But if only one thing, of course, when the Indian crosses the Nepal border, you must tell the border people why you're coming to Nepal. You must show your Aadhaar card and Indian passport. And CJ, one other requirement. If the Indian if the Indian stays in Nepal longer than 6 months, you must register with the local police in your area and tell them what you're doing here, you see. Desi Chana Kabuli Chanaka Raja is saying India is colonizing the world. That's very, 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 very true, Desi. Very true. Very true. Very true. You can see very clear videos on the net, Desi Chana, about the huge influence that Indians are having permanently settled in Australia. Indians, I think it said about 250,000 Indians are living in Australia now, I think. But you can check that. And in one state, in one state, um, Australianized Indians are giving, in the last election, they gave their vote. 85% of Indians gave their vote to the current government. Big vote bank. Light rain, CJ, light rain, which has stopped at the moment. When the vehicles are passing on the road, if you hear it's dry or wet, then you know. Desi Chana, because India is colonizing the world, this is the only reason why India is not concerned about mega population. Good comment. Also, some people they leave everything in the hands of God, don't they? Some people leave everything in the hands of God. Eh? Wow. I don't need to take responsibility for this problem. Eh? Leave it in the hands of God. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Any feedback on that comment? Any feedback on that comment? Mm. When you've got cold water, not fridge water, but naturally room temperature water, living in a high place, just keep it in your mouth for 1 minute before you swallow it. Now, Arian, you're quiet tonight. Are you doing other things at the moment? Arian, if you like to choose to send more messages to us. Desi Chana, David, commenting on such issues, population, colonizing the world by India, could cost me my neck. What can I say on that? If it cost you your neck, you could do an operation to repair it, couldn't you? If it cost you your neck, and it won't, the government can't be looking everywhere on all live streams, on all comments, 24 hours of the day. Maybe they want to. If it cost you your neck, you'd have very, very good experience on how to recover from that, wouldn't you? Aryan says, Daisy, soon Indians going abroad, Indians going overseas will have no choice but to return. Yeah, that's possibly true in some cases. We've talked on this problem before, Aryan, especially Donald Dump, the barbarian, the leader of the USA, Donald Trump, the barbarian, with his barbarian brother, Benjamin Netanyahu, Netanyahu.com, the leader of Israel, fellow barbarian. Both are keeping the war machine profits very, very well and alive. I see this situation, Aryan, of Indians living and working overseas, in Western countries, that the opposition to this, to so many Indians working and living and working overseas in Western countries is, although many Indians are well qualified in their jobs overseas, that many local people feel that too many Indians are living and working overseas in Western countries and taking the jobs of the local people. That's the biggest argument. And you can understand how the local people in America, Europe, Australia are feeling. Some local people accept this. Well, they are guests in our country. They have the right qualifications to do that job. Let them have that job. But other local people feel angry that too many guests coming into their countries are taking their jobs, you see. CJ Singer is saying, let's have some light conversation now, something funny or new topic if possible. All right, let's completely change the subjects here for CJ Singer in Uttarakhand, okay? Daisy Chana, well, Daisy Chana is sending me an interesting message here. But David, how can an Australian or British, Daisy's asking me, David, and he's asking me personally also, how can an Australian or British be free to openly discuss such topics? And Daisy's also asking me an even more personal question. Well, one side, Daisy, would say, How are you? You're not an Indian, David. You're not an Indian, David. What authority do you have to talk about India or Indian subjects or Indian social problems or Indian? What authority do you have? Well, I'm not an Indian. Should I keep my mouth totally closed? Or because this is our planet, Daisy, this is our planet, this is our planet, and these issues affect everybody, that's the authority that I have. That's the authority which crosses all borders, that I'm a universal citizen, just as you are. And that's why we can discuss these subjects which, affect everybody. Daisy's saying, David, you're in a family, have family visa for 5 years. Yeah, you're very lucky, very lucky. CJ Singer, you didn't get the message before. Daisy Chana comes from Gurgaon in Haryana. Ah. With your question, Daisy, I understood that you were talking to me also. I understood you were talking to me as Australian British, not targeting me. No, 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 not targeting me. I didn't feel that. But now you're saying you're backing off and you're saying it's, I misunderstood. You're talking about the average Australian or British. Fair enough. I get that. I get that. That's right, Daisy. No, no. I do understand what you're saying. Yeah, I do understand what you're saying. You can understand, can't you? You can understand, Daisy Chana. You can understand why, from my side, I responded like that. Can you understand why I responded like that? Can you understand? Now, Aryan's saying, yes, David. I believe. Now, listen to this. Aryan's saying, he believes that running away from problems is not the solution. It's our duty to our karma, God only, for justice. Absolutely true. Justice. 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 I suppose, Aryan, that some problems are so hard, that we can't face them easily, Aryan, yeah? Aryan Sharma says, maybe we can cook. Oh, Aryan's saying, maybe, David, we can cook up a live stream by adding some serious, some truth, and a pinch of good humour in it. Then it will be worth consuming. As I understand you, Aryan, that's why I've said to you several times, Aryan, please stay on this live stream. Please stay on this live stream. And you are adding some seriousness. You are adding some very important topics. You are. Yeah. There's only a limit, isn't there a limit, Aryan? There's a limit to how much we can fill up this live stream with how are you? How are you going? How are the kids? How's the weather there? What did you eat today? There's a limit to all that. There's a limit to all that. That's right, yeah. All right, Daisy, let's try and work this out more clearly, yeah? Daisy Chana's question is, how an average Australian or British person, how can they have that much guts to speak freely about their government? Well, look, we're in different countries, you know. In recent years, in your Daisy, there are definitely some clamps, some restrictions on common people talking about the government, criticising it. There are definitely, that situation has changed, hasn't it? Very much in the last 10 or 12 years. It has changed. Mm, mm. Some governments don't like being criticised, do they? Some governments don't like being shown the mirror. That's right. And that's their problem. But then they make it a problem for the people. In Western governments, we have full freedom to criticise our governments. Full freedom. Full freedom. Complicated subject, Daisy. Complicated subject. CJ Singer says, can we go to Australia by ship? Yeah, sure, you can still go to ship. Go to Australia by ship, Singer. Either you would go directly from India to West Australia, Melbourne, Sydney, or you would go by ship first through West Malaysia and Indonesia. I don't know about these days. Have a look on the internet, you'll get the answer, CJ. Ah. Daisy Chana says he likes British Prime Ministers, the way they step down on even small issues. I don't know so much about British politics, Daisy Chana. Can you give an example of that? That's right, Daisy Chana. The average Indian doesn't have the courage to speak so much against their government. I suppose partly because, I don't know, maybe 40 or 50% of Indians are insecure. Job insecurity, maybe they don't have job. If they speak out, the government may cut them down, lose their job. CJ Singer, David, have you ever travelled on a ship? 2 times, CJ. First time when we left England for Australia as migrants, when I was 11, we travelled as migrants to Australia. New program by the Australian government, 1961. Six-week trip from Britain through the Mediterranean Ocean, Suez Canal in Egypt, across the Indian Ocean. And the second time, CJ, the first time I travelled to South Asia, summertime, 1977, I took a ship from Australia to Penang in Indonesia, and then from Penang, West Indonesia to South India by Shipping Corporation of India. Now, Aryan Sharma says, you have only the right to your actions. Mafyeshu. Never mark the cause of the fruit. Mother, doubt your own actions. Or I just read it as it's on the screen. Aryan says, you have only right to your actions. Mafyeshu. Never mark the cause of the fruit. Mother, doubt your own actions. Aryan is quoting from some philosopher or something, are you, Aryan? Now Aryan's explaining it. You have the right to perform your duty, but you never have the right to expect results. Do not let the fruits of your actions be your motive, and never be attached to inaction. Yeah, this is very, very old Vedic philosophy, isn't it, Aryan? That's right. Yes, yes, yes. Daisy says to Aryan, good Sanskrit language. You are an expert on this language. Wow, wow, wow. And Daisy's saying, how did you learn such big slokas? And Aryan's saying, Daisy, I'm an amateur. Amateur. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good answer, Aryan. Good answer. You're a student, aren't you? Forever. Ah. Aryan, you're very, very generous. Can I say, Aryan, you are very, very generous in sharing your knowledge. You are very, very generous in sharing your knowledge. And you do it for all the right reasons. Yes. Harish Sharma, where are you tonight? Where are you, Harish? Have you disappeared? Harish, we can learn something from Aryan. Aryan is a very humble person, Harish. Hey, Harish, we can learn something from Aryan Sharma. He's a very humble person. He knows how to share knowledge. He doesn't share knowledge, Harish, in an egotistical way. He doesn't share knowledge in an egotistical way. Just to share the knowledge, what he knows. Oh, well, no, I'm not bored. I'm just, now look. Let's finish in 5 or 7 minutes now. The owners here will want to be closing up soon, have their meal. So please send your last messages now, yeah? Daisy insists that when he was young, he was intelligent. But as he's getting less young, he's becoming an idiot. I can't agree with that, Daisy. I can't agree with that. If you're an idiot, how do you manage to maintain your work lifestyle? How do you manage to do those complicated techniques? Eh? Eh? Daisy Chana says, well, you can read Daisy Chana's message. Aryan says to Daisy, to learn basic Sanskrit language, it takes about 5 to 6 months. But to learn Sanskrit grammar, it takes about 10 years, depending on the learner. Yeah, wow, 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 wow. Oh. Depending on the learner, that's right. Daisy says he doesn't know what he will become when he dies. I know what you'll become when you die. I know what you'll become. We all know what we will become when we die. Zero. Daisy Chana says those techniques in his work are monotonous. Don't have to be a genius. My work is like a carpenter. mm. Good answer. Good answer. Yeah. Daisy, there's one question I couldn't answer. You know what it is, about 15 minutes ago. One question I can't answer. These days, there is a lot of hatred against certain sections of society. There is a lot of hatred against certain sections of society. And some of us, through misunderstandings, whatever, don't want to be a target. Thanks, Daisy, for understanding. End of subject, please. Yes? Thank you. Good. We've seen a lot of hate on this live stream in the past, and we're trying to avoid it now, you know? Especially with Israel, Iran, America, Palestine, Gaza. End of subject. Thanks, man. Thanks for understanding. Hi, Sonpari. How are you? Ram Ram Jiki. Kia hal hai? Sab tik tak hai? Shabash, shabash. Listen, we must end this live stream now because the owners will be closing their restaurant up soon. So please send your last messages now and let's finish within 5 minutes, okay? Channel. That's very nice. Thank you. Shabash. Shabash. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, wow. Hi, Kunal Rawaji. Namaste. Kia hal hai? Kunal. Sab tik tak hai? Shabash. Aaj kal aap kahan ho? Shabash. Namaste, Rawaji. Shabash. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Now, we must finish this live stream in 3 minutes, please. The owners are closing up now. All right, the owners are closing up. Please, let's finish the live stream. Daisy Chun is saying when he will invest his 5 million Australian dollars in Perth, Australia, he will become a respected person there. Maybe these days in Australia, you need more than $5 million. I see, Kunal. Your family functions, family responsibilities. I understand. Yeah, yeah. Daisy, I left Australia 23 years ago. I don't know the value of $5 million these days. Probably respectable upper class. $5 million, probably respectable upper class, but not elite. Not elite. No, CJ, I eat in 2 other places. I eat where I can get nice Nepali pumpkin leaves, godua tuk, yeah, pumpkin leaves. And the third place, very tasty food also, the Darman View Tower. I eat in 3 places here. Yeah, Daisy, you're not sure how much $5 million would, I don't know. Kunal Rawa, David, do you like yellow boiled peas? Yellow boiled peas. Kunal, uska Hindi naam kya hai? Us dal ka naam kya hai? Bataiye, matlab arhar ki dal? Pili katta chana ki dal? Kaun sa prakar? No, Daisy, I know you're only joking. Give me $5 million. I could live over here. I could live over here on $5 million with interest for 25 lifetimes, Daisy. 25 lifetimes. Hey, Bob. All right, please, let's finish now. Let's finish now. I'm going home. It's a 6 minute walk from here and on the main road. Thanks very, very much for coming tonight, you lovely people. We had some connectivity problems at first. Please don't send any messages now, okay? The owners are closing here now. Aryan says he believes death is certain and the soul is eternal. Wow. One can finish off my body, but the soul is immortal. Then why fear evil people? Therefore, I will make every effort to bring a righteous change in this society. That's a very, very powerful message, Aryan. A very, very powerful message. I love that. I love that. I hope that next time, Aryan, I myself can be reborn as a South Asian citizen where I can follow the same path of doing some serious, righteous, and just social improvement in the societies here. Good night, everybody. Thanks, Arian. I love you too for your messages. That's great. Thanks, Daisy. Thanks, CJ Singer. Thanks, Kunal. And let's meet again tomorrow night, eh? Let's see if the Wi-Fi is restored to us. Thanks, Sonpari. Namaste to you, Arian especially. And thanks to everybody for coming. All right, namaste. Thank you. Thank you. Shabash. Namaskar. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah. Shabash. Shabash, Desi Chana. Shabash. Wah, 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 wah. Wah.